Are you looking to steal your competitors' top keywords and blog post ideas? Well, in this video, I'm going to show you one of my favorite AI SEO tricks that you can use to improve your website's rankings and overall traffic. Now, if you're new to the channel, my name is Ryan with AI Insider Tips. I appreciate you being here, as my goal is to help you navigate the overwhelming world of artificial intelligence. So if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and let's dive into one of my favorite AI SEO tricks. So in this tutorial, I'm going to be using the paid version of ChatGPT. This will also work on the free plan, and you can also use Claude for this as well. Reason I'm using ChatGPT is that most people using AI are still leveraging ChatGPT instead of Claude, but again, you can use Claude for this too. I also recommend setting up a Google Sheet that looks like mine, and I'm going to share this in the video description below so you can copy and paste the exact format that I'm using. You'll see right here I have an option for the existing blogs on my website. I have my top competitors, so I suggest finding your top 2 or 3 competitors in whatever your space is. And I also have respective columns for the content gap analysis of each competitor. And I also have a tab here for the prompt that I'm going to use in this video tutorial. But the very first thing that we want to do is you want to open up your website. And you'll see I kind of jumped the gun here as I was preparing for this video. So you want to open up your website, whatever it is. Mine's AIinsidertips.com. And then what you want to do is hit /sitemap.xml. And this will pull up the XML sitemap. Now mine has a redirect attached to it. So sometimes you have to type in _index.xml. But regardless, this should pull up your XML sitemap. And what you'll notice here is it's going to have different sitemaps. It has one for blog posts. It has one for pages, categories, local sitemap. You may have different ones on here depending on how your website is structured. But for the purposes of this example, what we're going to do is hit the post sitemap. Now you'll see there's more than one post sitemap. That's not important in this video. I'm just going to hit post sitemap 1. And this is going to bring up all of the blog posts on my website. As you'll see here, I have about 75 to 80-ish blog posts right now, somewhere around there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy and paste this entire section here. So I'm going to come down, hit Control-C or Command-C. I'm on a Mac. Come back to that Google Sheet, paste it under the column where it says existing blogs. And then here are the existing blogs on AIinsidertips.com. I'm going to get rid of this images column. That's not really necessary here. And then what I like to do is, it's just my OCD kicking in here. I like to center this, and then I'm going to add a filter. So come up to Data, Create Filter. And that way you can kind of filter by when something was last modified, or, the title, alphabetical, et cetera, et cetera. But here too, you may see like a blog page. You don't necessarily need that. So I'm going to get rid of the blog page, delete cells, shift up. But regardless, here are the blog posts on my website. That is step 1 of this tutorial. Now, the next step is to come over to prompt. And so here's the prompt that we're going to use. Come in here. And then what you want to do before you just, copy and paste and go with it is, you'll see I have some placeholders, right? So we have insert blog posts, insert competitor blog posts. I'm going to put insert your blog posts. And then you also have to put information about who you're trying to target. So I'm going to show you how to do that inside ChatGPT. But simply come over, copy this, open up ChatGPT or Claude, come down here as of course my dot comes up when I do that. Click paste here. I'm just going to use GPT-4o, the main model. And then what you want to do before you click enter is you want to fill out the placeholders. So first I'm going to insert my blog post, and I already have that data right here. So I'm going to come down, copy and paste all of my blog posts, come back to ChatGPT, paste it all in here. And then what you want to do is scroll down. This is going to be a long prompt, no doubt. And then you want to insert the blog articles from your competitors. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up the XML sitemap for Unite.ai. So I'm going to click this website, hit /sitemap.xml, and here's what it should look like yet again. Notice they have about 4 different sitemaps for their blog posts. I'm just going to click the first one, and this is going to pull up a ton of blog posts on this website. So again, same process here. What you want to do is come down, copy and paste this. And actually what I just realized I should do is I would suggest dumping this just on a new tab here within that same Google Sheet. So then come here and just simply paste. Sometimes you may have to hit paste special and do values only. And this will paste all of the blog posts from Unite.ai or whatever competitor is that you're trying to analyze. Then what you want to do is I'm going to simply scroll down. I'm going to copy and paste all of these blog posts from Unite.ai. So I'm going to hit Control C or Command C, come back to that prompt where I have that placeholder, do that, and then scroll down, and then you'll see the bottom of my prompt says the following: analyze the blog post, remove any duplicates, and show me the articles that I'm missing in a table format. Of course, we do not want any duplicates, and that's very important that you put that in the prompt, as this is kind of useless. If you already have an article, you don't want to duplicate what your competitor is doing as well on the same topic or keyword. And so then what you want to do is, put some info for this placeholder. It says my target audience is, insert target audience info. I'm going to say anyone interested in artificial, see if I can spell here. Anyone interested in artificial intelligence. Then I say format your new ideas in a table with 3 columns: blog post idea, target keyword, and SEO title. So I'm going to hit enter, and then this is going to take a little bit. So I'm going to skip ahead after this output is complete. All right, so here is the output that ChatGPT came up with. This did take about a minute or two as it was trying to analyze all of these URLs, but it says here, it seems I considered an error when trying to process the links, as obviously it still cannot process URLs yet. But it says, here's a fresh blog post ideas based on the analysis of the existing blog posts and competitor content. So it did give me a 3-column table with the appropriate labels like I asked for. And so I'm just reading through a few of these about how AI is revolutionizing healthcare, quantum computing, robotics, ethical, cybersecurity, IoT, climate change, medical diagnostics. I do not have any of these topics on my website at AI Insider Tips currently, so that is good to see. Now, I also went through and asked Claude the same thing. I was curious what I was going to get for the differences in outputs. Claude did provide more ideas. It also followed directions here. So there's some more about renewable energy, computing, space exploration, NLP advancements, financial trading, bias mitigation. So there still are some pretty good ideas here. So again, this is why you can use Claude for this type of thing too. But then what you would do, again, and you can always rework this and say, actually, I don't like these ideas, come up with more, and you can just rework things in the same chat. But for the purposes of this video, I'm just going to use these ideas that ChatGPT gave me. I'm going to come down here, copy and paste this table, and I already have the columns here for the Unite AI content gap analysis. I'm going to click paste, and then you'll see here, I'm going to rework the columns. It did work correctly. So this is what it looks like here. I'm going to go ahead and highlight this to yellow. But here are the ideas right here. And so now I'm going to do the exact same process for Insider.ai. And you can do this for as many competitors as you want. I'm just going to do top 2. I recommend doing this for at least 2 to 3 competitors so you have as many ideas as possible here. So then what I'm going to do is just follow the same process. I'm going to come back to prompt. I'm going to copy and paste this entire prompt. Copy, open up a new chat inside ChatGPT. I'm going to do the same for Claude, but I'm going to paste it. And then what I'm going to do is come back and copy and paste my existing blog post. So come back here, copy and paste all of my URLs from AIinsidertips.com. Copy, paste it where it has this placeholder here, and then scroll down. So again, this is where I would insert the competitor blog post. So I'm going to go to Insider.ai. Click that right here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to find the XML sitemap. So once this loads, click /sitemap.xml. This should prompt the XML sitemap. And then here it has a post sitemap. So this is probably what I want right here. There's some other ones. I'm going to click post sitemap, scroll down, and then here are the URLs, images. You don't need any of this stuff. I just need the URLs. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to copy and paste this entire thing. Come back to that spreadsheet, open up a new tab, paste it right here. Did not mean to do that. So sometimes you have to paste the original values or just do it all over again. Just the beauties of using Google Sheets and all of these randomly formatted tables. But regardless, once you get it pasted into your Google Sheet, I'm going to come in here and then copy and paste all of the URLs in column A right here. So I'm going to scroll down, hit Command C, come back to my ChatGPT prompt, and then put it where it has that placeholder here for insert competitor blog posts. And then I'm actually going to leave this the same as just artificial intelligence. So I'm going to insert this placeholder here. My target audience is anyone interested in artificial intelligence. And I'm going to click enter. And I'm going to actually do the same thing on Claude. Then I'm going to come back when both outputs are complete. All right, so ChatGPT was a lot quicker this time, and it came up with 16 different ideas. Again, if you don't like what it came up with in terms of what the ideas are, if you want more ideas, you can come down here and just simply say, hey, generate me 10 more blog post ideas, or actually do it more in this topic versus just AI, right? So you can just tweak this to however you want. But again, here's the table. It followed the directions, and I'm just going to look at a few ideas. So this is actually formatted differently than it was previously. So it says AI for startups, AI regulation, AI business ideas, AI stocks, cybersecurity, custom GPTs. I do have some articles about custom GPTs on my website, but regardless, I mean, pretty generic. A lot of these I don't have, so that's good to see. I did the same in Claude. Claude actually came up with, it looks like, a similar amount of ideas. A lot of these too I don't have either. Farming, real-time translation, self-driving cars, customer support, predictive maintenance, mental health, urban planning, scientific discovery. These are also, these are very generic, right? So you can add more details in your initial prompt if you want something more specific than this, but I still don't have any of these on my website. So it did follow the directions to that extent. So then what you can do is do the same thing. You can come over here, copy and paste this, and this format is a little different here. I'm not sure, I don't think I've ever seen this before, but it looks like you can copy and paste this. So then once you figure out how to get all of this data on your computer's clipboard, come back to that spreadsheet under, whatever the competitor is that you want to paste this data in, click Command V, and then here is the data right here. I'm going to adjust the columns really quickly to help my OCD. I'm going to add a yellow background to this. But that is it, guys. That is the quick AI SEO trick that I use to find what my competitors are writing about, their top blog post ideas, is simply using AI to scrape their sitemap XML, inputting your current blog posts so there's no duplicates, and then having AI come up with SEO title ideas, target keywords, and then generic blog post ideas. So what you can do from here, obviously sky is the limit. You can use AI to write content for each keyword that you want. And again, these aren't all going to be perfect. They're not going to match your niche entirely, but you should find a few good ideas out of here. Regardless, guys, that is the AI SEO hack that I wanted to show you, is basically how you can, look at your competitors' XML sitemaps, use AI to scrape those, and then come up with new blog post ideas based on what your competitors are currently writing about. But regardless, again, this is Ryan. I appreciate you all being here. I hope you found this video helpful. If so, give me a thumbs up. If you didn't, give me a thumbs down. But most importantly, leave me a comment below. Do you guys use this trick? Are you involved in SEO? Do you have a better trick for me to review in the near future? Subscribe to my channel again if you haven't already. And guys, I hope you all have a great day.